Whoa, 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 whoa. There you go. Back to another show.
We are
And
here.
we're about to go.
Damn.
Podcast. First of all, everybody that's out there, we love y'all guys. We love y'all support. We doing this for y'all guys, man, so we can bring y'all the raw footage of what goes in the camp, so it won't come out of nobody else's mouth.
Right.
It will come out of the mouth of the coaches, the trainers, and the fighters. Before we get to going, because boy, we got a lot on our plate.
Yes, we do.
As Coach Calvin would say, the cup running over. All right,
my man Kenny said gotta empty it, so I'm trying to empty it.
All right, we're gonna give our sponsors a shout out. As you know, 3-time world champion. I gotta say it different this week.
Gotta say it
different this week. 3-time world champion in 3 different weight classes. I just want y'all out there to understand it. 3-time world champion right now, reigning in 3 weight divisions. GTD Promotions.
GTD Promotions. I like the way you said that. GTD Promotions.
Redesigning minds, one mind at a time.
One mind at a time.
We all know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. That's why you see all this chaos in the world. The mindset. Under Armour.
Yeah, y'all know it.
You see,
all day long. I'm still representing my Under Armour.
I call it the U. Hey, Coach Cal, you gotta give me some new brims too.
Yeah, I got you covered when I get back. Well, I got that. Yeah, you said GTD.
You said. You said.
And last and not least, Box
Raw. The gorilla though.
Top of the afternoon. Let's give a shout out to our boy that ain't here, Coach Kenny, aka the Swami,
better known as the Bible.
AKA Showtime. I gave him a new nickname the other day.
Showtime, man. What happened to Limp Ball Swami?
He's the Limp Ball Swami.
Hey,
what his lint jumped off his hat there?
Yo, he been
doing Showtime, all that set. Limp balls jumped off.
And last but not least, the CEO, the founder of this company and this brand. I'm giving him his flowers while he's breathing, man.
Right.
This guy, man, brought me out of the grit. He got me back up the gym and tried to ship me somewhere else. He said he not having it. Last but not least, the mastermind behind it all, Coach Calvin Ford, Coach of the Year. Matter of fact, I gotta give him coach for the last 5 years. He been rated. What more?
Never give me that, man, because of my background.
What more do he have to do?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
What more do he have to do?
I guess he's gonna have to drop an album. You gonna have to drop an album and then they give it to you.
Bad idea, yo.
I'm just saying. You have to drop an album now. What more? He gotta be in a Marvel movie or something. Something like something.
If that was Oscar De La Hoya, if that was Bob Erm, if that was Robert Garcia, if that was Virgil Hunter, if that was any of those guys with those credentials, they be all over the social media.
They be celebrating them,
praising them, billboards, commercials, inquiring lines like me want to know.
Yeah.
How many belts I gotta have? I gotta have 10 belts and 10 weight divisions. Go ahead, and Coach Cal, we take it away, man.
Man, I gotta give props out to my man Leonard Ellaby, man. He was on Showtime on the show called The Smoke, and they was playing this game. First, I say a name or I say something. You give me your opinion on it. And he gave me my props when he sit there and said, they said, Coach Calvin Ford, he said, excellent trainer. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, Leonard B always stood behind us all the time, man. When we first got around him and whatnot, like, yo, man, y'all for real, y'all straight out the mud. And he actually got to see us every time we go to work, whatnot. And he said to himself, he said, man, y'all just ain't faking with this. Y'all doing this for real, you know?
Right.
So I got to give props out to Leonard Ellaby, man. Mayweather promotion team, man, CEO and whatnot, you know, and then my man Floyd. Everybody don't know Floyd, man. That's my dude. You get what I'm saying? He calls us when he get a little scared of certain things, but he don't know, man. Tank is built for tough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Young and been with me from day one when I've been out the joint. You know what I'm saying? He different. He just different, man. When I sit back and watch him, man, I'm just watching him develop, watching him coming into his own manhood, his own man. I'm waiting to see that businessman now, and he working on it, boy. So I just can't wait for what's happening for us for the future, you know?
Yeah,
and
it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
It's but you know what? While we on the business sense, I'll be watching a lot of the young rappers and a lot of the young African American athletes. When they get that money in their hand, first thing they do is go drop it on a drawer. Hold on, let me finish, and y'all can chime in. I'm looking at it like, when is the mindset going to change? I heard some NFL players say when they get that, you don't get it, ain't guaranteed money, but the bonus is. The bonus guarantees, they say you need to put that bonus check up and invest it. I want to see my young brothers, when they get that money, I want them to change the narrative and invest in something. Get the chain later, because that chain brings so much negative response to people looking at what you got on. They ain't looking at what you know. So I want the young brothers out there to change, and you can get the change, but wait to add it. If I get $1 million, I'm looking to turn it into 3 million. And then I'll go get the change and make generational wealth. We got to break out that, man. As a people, man, a chain has no relevance to who you are. It's just show. It's just for show. I would rather see these young brothers make the people that's coming behind them, the younger people, look up to them, regardless whether they want them to or not.
Right.
They look up to them.
Right.
Show them something different. Give me a video where you go and buying 50 houses with your first check. And then in the video, rap about a year later, I got this village called The Place. You know what I mean? I want to see that, my younger brothers, to change the narrative. So if y'all want to chime in on that, y'all opinion and what y'all think about that, shoot away.
Well, I definitely want to chime on that. See, everybody that know me when I was CCO and I was getting money, I went and bought a chain too. You know what I'm saying? And you got to look at it, the background, the root, where it come from. It's come from where they was brought up. You get what I'm saying? They not being taught how to generate certain things. And you got guys that's getting money today that's out there. Don't even know how to make that transition of making money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I sit there and look at certain things, you know what I'm saying? I look at everything as a learning experience. And, you know, they trying to teach them. It's basically when you trying to listen, you could tell a young kid to not do certain things, but in their heart and in their mind, they got goals and dreams too of what they want to do, you know? And hopefully that they get smart, you know, when the good is going, you know what I'm saying? And they make that transition and do the right things with it, you know, because a lot of times they don't know how to make these moves or don't know how to trust a person on
Correct.
going to open up a store
Right.
or buy a house. And that's what the problem is, because sometimes we don't teach them these things. You with me?
Right.
I can sit there and tell Javante a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, I, when he lost his belt on the scale the last time and he went and bought that Wraith, I was kind of upset. But that was his way of dealing with his hurt and then in the inside of him. You know what I'm saying? By saying, man, bump it, I'm gonna go get me something I always want. You
Mm-hmm.
know? I say that now. I sit there and say, man, I can't take none of this to the grave with me. You know what I'm saying? They always put us in a position where we always on them, even when we die. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
So I sit there and say, when the person getting that money, you know what I'm saying? I might make all the money in the world, leave it to my family, and they go in and fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hear what I just said?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
go in and fuck it up. All the work I put in to get it, and you see the struggle that we going through to get where we at today. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So on that note, man, that's all you can do is guide them, teach them, and hope that they make the best decision. Like I always listen to Floyd. Floyd said I did right with my money and made the right investments. Get what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
always listen to when he said that, the right investments. Get what I'm saying? And I look at how he came up. He came up buying jewelry, this, that, because everybody else was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mike
Mm-hmm.
Tyson was buying lions and stuff like that. So, but at the end of the day, you see where they at now in life. You get what I'm saying? And that came from maturity.
Yeah.
Everybody don't jump out there with that mindset of, man, I'm gonna go buy me a house. I was watching Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer doing some good little moves. I take it like this, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like I got dudes that's in the streets. They're gonna take all of it from you.
Mm.
Y'all hear what I'm saying? They're gonna take it from you.
Yeah, they are.
So
Yes,
if a
they are.
person got an idea and you really think they believe in their idea, get that money to them and let them do what they do.
That's a fact. That's a
That's that's that's
fact.
that's how I think.
That's a
If I
fact.
got it like that, oh, if I got it like that, and I see a person have a brilliant idea, and I think they genuine with the idea, I'm gonna invest with it, because guess what? That's what makes me a better businessman. And I learned that from
Right.
Floyd. He had a hat on. I said, "Yo, where you get that hat from?" He said, "I seen a dude with such and such on, and I made it happen." That's with everything. You see
Yeah.
a situation, we made it happen. That squeeze, you remember when we started this, we didn't even see this far. Remember?
Nope.
But I just
Nope.
kept saying, I kept looking at situations, kept looking at situations, kept looking at situations, and I turned it like I'm in the streets.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
But at
kept
the same
flipping.
time, I saying I can't tell a kid to do right and I'm doing wrong. So I had to stay focused.
Right. Right.
So when I sit
Right.
back and look at everything, man, everybody gonna go through their ups and downs, don't understand the meaning of rise. If you look at the symbol and the logo of Rise, you're gonna go up, you're gonna fall. You're gonna go up, you're gonna fall. You're gonna go up, you're gonna fall. But when you make it to that pinnacle and you're on top, you're gonna shine. Because you had a chance to experience everything you need to experience to stay on top. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's
Absolutely.
that's 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 the real thing. I seen a lot of promotional companies. Even with this pandemic, man, shucks, a lot of great companies that's been around for years. They gone now.
Yeah. That's a fact.
They
That's a
gone now.
fact. That's a
They
fact.
probably got tired. They said, "Man, I'm tired of doing this, man. I'm ready to bail out now."
I'm a
And they
cash
bailed
in.
out.
Yep. I'm a cash in. And yep.
I'm
Yep.
gone.
Yep.
I seen how much money that the government was giving away and whatnot. I wish I could have got some of that money. I was slow on the trigger.
Yeah. That PPP stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I was slow on the trigger. I got employees. I was just
Yeah.
slow on the trigger because guess what? I didn't what? No.
Yeah.
You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that's what it's
Yeah.
all about, man. Being in the know. Knowledge is the
Yeah.
key, man. From the cradle to the grave, man. You got the knowledge and the right people around and give you the right, what you call it, and it comes from, and I use this phrase all the time. This paradox is from Moses. Moses sold everybody his work, leaving them out the wilderness. Get what I'm saying? But they still didn't believe. They
Mm.
still didn't believe, man. He was showing them all his work. So he went up in the mountain to get the Ten Commandments, came back down. They was worshiping something else. That's just the nature of people, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's just
Mm.
the nature of people, man. And it ain't right. It ain't right. But if you get a crew that believe, that truly believe in the vision, man, guess what? Y'all unstoppable, man. And that's how I am. So this time that I took out for myself, man, like I said, y'all know I'm sitting at the beach.
Oh, we
You
see
know,
you.
I
We
ain't
see
talking
it.
to nobody. I ain't care to talk to nobody. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I get home, I'm on a mission. You know what I'm saying? And I got to dedicate that time. But this time is my time to give me a chance.
No, that's right.
It's like when I went to jail, they call it the think tank. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to think about all this stuff happened to you, man. I can't even walk down the street without nobody saying, "Oh, that's such and such and such." So I'm a normal person, so I don't try to let that get to my head. You know, I'm just doing the job. People see me on TV, but I'm trying to show that you can come from situations in life and turn it around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's real talk.
that's real talk. That's
Yeah, and
real
I'm
talk.
living proof that my Lord is watching over me. Everything I do, it ain't me. It ain't me, it's my Lord. He got me. And I don't know what the big plan is, what he have in store for me. I just hope he just keep watching over me, make sure I have a good life in my older age is coming. You know what I'm saying? And then I make a difference before I leave this world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's
Yeah,
man.
we definitely appreciate the fact that you are currently chilling, getting that one-on-one time for yourself, and still came on the show. Like, we appreciate that, man. We
Well,
definitely
I
do.
looked at the show last week, man, when y'all was talking to my brother Kenny, man. It was just watching you and Squeeze, man. Y'all done took over. Y'all done took over,
Man.
man, you know, and just to see it's coming to, I didn't never thought it would make it this far. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
and, and I just left Squeeze alone. I left you alone, and I'm just sitting up there watching y'all, man. Y'all competing, man. I'm looking at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And we still got a long way to go. But when I
Mhm.
sit back and evaluate the other guys that's been doing it as long as y'all have, you
Right.
get what I'm saying? They put in work. So
Yeah.
y'all got a long journey in front of you. And Squeeze,
Yeah.
your journey ain't over with. As soon as I get home, I got to get you out on the road with these amateurs so you can get that experience, man. That's an experience that you'll
Facts.
never forget, man. When you on the road with them amateurs, man, you get to see the wins and the loss, and you see the development in the gym, and you on the road with them. We taking them road trips, man. It's like, dag. And I was telling Kenny one day, I said, "Dad, I feel like I'm starting all over again with the
Mm,
baby." You
mm,
know, they do.
mm,
I ain't lying.
Yeah.
mm.
I
That's
ain't lying, man. You know, I could tell the top with Tank Act. He's the man now. You know, I was listening to Bob Earn yesterday on fight. What you call it? Fight hype was talking about the TV show The Four Kings, and he said you can't put them guys Teofimo, Tank, um,
Devin
uh,
Haney.
Devin Haney, what's his name, on that level because they didn't fought each other right now. And it's not because of them; it's because of
Right,
the who's in charge. But I
right.
understand business. It's in this world today, man. You got to get what you can while you can get it. You get what I'm saying? But Tank making noise.
Big
Tank
noise.
making noise, and they still ain't giving him his props. You get what I'm saying? He went from one weight class to another weight class, and then he did the unthinkable, man. Barrios, man, he wasn't giving up that belt. He wasn't giving up
Nah,
that zero. You can see
nah.
in his performance, man. He came out from chop. He came out chopping from the bell. Get what I'm saying? But I want to have props to the officials was judging the fight that they didn't have it the way TV had it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They had
right.
Barrios up, but a lot of stuff Tank defense was unreal, man.
Yeah.
I seen that young and put that thing together, letting them know, he can put the offense together anytime he want. But going into that situation, man, he had to learn the landscape. And
Mm-hmm.
as you were saying, Squeeze, right now, he learning the landscape of life.
Yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He went out and bought the jewelry, the fancy cars, and all that. But when me and him was talking, I said, "Yo, you don't really need nothing else but a truck." He went and bought a truck.
yeah. I
Okay, all
saw
right.
that. I saw that.
He
Yeah,
got
I
it. He
saw
finally got his tank. That's his tank. He always wanted his tank.
that.
I get it. I get it. You get what I'm saying? That's just like it was a vehicle before I even got in the boxing game. I was working at Phillips Food, was making $30 an hour. Could have went and bought me the vehicle I want. I came home with $6 grand in my pocket. Could have came home and bought the vehicle I wanted. It took me time to actually buy the vehicle that I wanted.
Yeah,
You
I
get what
remember
I'm
them
saying?
days.
So,
I remember them days, Coach.
Brandon, you know me
Yeah,
from
I was there. I was there. I remember them days.
I'm still not where I'm at. I got a big project that I'm working on costs $10 million right now that I know would change Baltimore City. I know it. I believe in it
Mm,
that much. I call it
mm,
my pyramid. You know what I'm saying? It would create
Yeah.
jobs. It would change the life for kids. It would bring It will bring entertainment to the city. And I'm not
Yeah.
just talking about boxing. I'm talking about, man, back in the days, we had so many entertainers that came out of Baltimore, but nobody is cultivating that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Of
Right.
bringing that out, putting them in position to actually do what they do. But I have a plan with my team, y'all included, because look what y'all doing. Y'all doing a podcast. This is where how we get that
Part of
information out.
entertainment. Mm-hmm.
Miss Nikki in the gym letting them know, man, we got to step it up, because
Yeah.
when the people see the facility, see what we're doing in the facility, you know what I'm saying? It attracts more people want to be in that circle with us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And man, I sit back and watch the babies, man. Josh, man, Squeeze, y'all got a whole bunch of babies believing in y'all, man. And I ain't even
Right.
the period of time I was at the gym, I didn't even know half the kids, but they knew who I was.
Come on, coach. I told you, you missed the showtime now. People gonna know you whether you know them or not. That's how
I can sit up there saying, man, these kids are 5, 6, and 7. They babies.
Oh
You know what I'm
wow,
saying?
yeah.
They babies, man. When you walk in the gym, one kid walk up to you and say, I know you. You Coach Calvin. He's paying attention.
Yeah.
He's paying attention, man. And you know, that makes you want to come in the gym and work with the kids and help cultivate their goals, their dreams, and whatnot. You know, that's what the energy is. That's what elders supposed to do. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I look at Mr. Will. Mr. Will, my elder, you know, he keeps me in check. Far as you know, he got more years than me. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to him, you know.
Right.
And that's what's going on with the youth today. They got to get with these elders, especially the elders that got their head screwed on straight, or people that's been in situations that you haven't been in, and they see you going down the wrong path. They can at least guide you
Yeah.
to help you through your situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a when I was out there in the world, I had a junkie named Rat Pete. And he said, "Man, let me tell you something, man." He said, "The first thing you better do is go get your lawyer, bells bombing, save some money for your insurance, and save you some money, because you never know what's going to happen in this game." And that's what I take that same attitude in boxing. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's going to happen in this game, man. You know, the only thing I got is my name and my word. So I try to make sure at the end of the day, man, that I did right by anybody that was around me. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. That's
That's
what's
it.
up.
That's
I
all
love
I
it.
got.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's all
Yeah.
I got, man. You know, so I try to do the best around all my people around me because I love them. And they my family. You know what I'm saying? I do have a biological family, but I'm not around my biological. It's like I'm a loner. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm sitting here out on the beach, man. I don't know the last time I ever went to the beach. I think when it's little, you know, but
Wow.
I don't even remember that stage. But just sitting here on the beach, man, and reflecting, man, it's like, damn. You know, and I know the grind ain't gone yet. The grind ain't gone. So, you know, you got to get back into the mix and don't look back. That's it. Don't
Yeah.
look back. I told Tank that. You asked for this life. Don't look back, you know. And the ones that want to be with you, they're going with you. The ones that don't want to be with you, they ain't going to be there.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's what make you great, though. What you just said, he said the magic word. You asked to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta roll with it. This was gonna make you great. How you roll with it.
Right.
But brother Landon,
Yes, sir.
didn't you let me plug in 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Upton Boxing Center. Bring your pee-wees down there. We got 5-year-old to 8, from 8-year-old to 16-year-old, and we have the adults from 17 on up. It's free for the pee-wee class from 5-year-olds to 16. Adults from 17 on up. We inviting we got some adults coming wanting to train to be professional. So, you know, it's $120 for the whole year. I want to give a quick shout out to Miss Nikki, the Upton boxing staff, Coach Josh, that coaches the Pee Wee, Michael Guthrie, one of the volunteers, Coach Rodney Hunt, Big Steve, Coach Dion, Coach Day Day, Shaking Bake's father, Big E, Chew Sharp father.
You running it down.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Who else we don't
Coach
want to
Cobbs.
forget? Coach Cobbs, my main. Oh, that's my main apple scrapple. He done
Sure.
came on to the team, senior. I call him senior. Uh, he learning, he doing a tremendous job. Coach Cal, we holding the fort down, man.
I see, but I got work for y'all when we get back, y'all. We gotta get our babies out there, you know.
And and for the one out there that want to know it's Coach Screen, I'm still training. I'm in the gym every day. I got the sauna suit on. Um, my message is what Coach Calvin tell me: always be ready.
Yeah,
So my mindset, man, I go in there. The Grinch, been my coach here. He been doing pad work with me.
that's my little man. That's my baby boy, the Grants.
And Coach Kenny seen him doing pad work. He said, okay, you coming, your punches looking sharp. My point is, be ready when your number's called.
Yeah.
I might have to find you another pony squeeze. You done scared Brian off.
Yeah, I'm putting the work. I'm putting the work in. And at 52 years old, I still got a lot to learn. And I'm hungry. So this motivates me. So I understand what Calvin say in the fight game. You get out what you put in.
Yeah.
If I came to gym and ain't do nothing, what you think I expect? I've been sparring the amateurs. I've been doing with Calvin. I got that from Calvin. Get all the young kids on the outside of the ring and go with each and every one of them. You might be talking 20 rounds, 25 rounds.
Yeah.
And I'm working on stuff, moving. So when I get in there with the bigger fighters, they not as awkward as the youngest fighters. And I'm seeing muscle memory. I'm seeing things coming that you wouldn't. That's why Calvin say tank defense was on point.
On point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like my man Han said, your defense was fantastic.
Oh man.
Hey,
man.
Brother Landon.
Yes, sir.
And Coach Cal, we're gonna do our own game real quick.
Go ahead, man. I'm just up here riding. I'm not riding shotgun. I'm sitting in the back. My legs.
I'm gonna throw some names at y'all, and y'all elaborate on what I throw at y'all.
Okay. All
right. Manny Pacquiao, Earl Spence.
Oh man, it's gonna be a fight for the coaches and the boxing fan and the people that don't know nothing about boxing, because you saying Manny, one of the second greats, you know what I'm saying, of our era, is about to fight one of the truth coming up, man. So I can't wait to see how it's gonna unfold. Me, I think Manny passing the belt over, with passing that legacy over to Earl to let him run with it.
Brother Land.
I think it's definitely a clash of generations, right? Because you have Manny Pacquiao, he's a rock. You know, like he's been in it for a while. Everybody respects him. And then you have Earl Spence, the young gunner, coming through. Like, it's a clash of generations. I'm looking forward to you. But I still have not changed my prediction, Coach Squeeze. I'm rolling with Manny this one.
No, because you really got to look at it, man. Because what I thought Thurman was going to punish Manny. Man, Manny walked right through Thurman like it wasn't nothing. He just woke up, and he was a younger lion.
You know what? I wasn't surprised about that at all. Because if you look at Keith Thurman's last 2 to 3 performances, they weren't stellar. He didn't look like the one timer that I was accustomed of looking at. I don't know what changed in his camp or what he done different. I wasn't seeing that real killer instinct that he was possessing prior to that fight. I'm not shocked at all.
So he just really lived up to his name one time. It's one time.
All right, we can ready to get grimy. Boots Ennis from Philadelphia and Terrence Crawford.
Oh shit! But I gotta give my little youngin' Boots his props, man. When I watched the time when I was in camp with DeMar Nicholson, he can hang with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? Only thing with that is he got to get put in a situation where he's used to that crowd. You see that you see what Tank brought out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
yeah.
another fight everybody gonna come see. So that's my thing, is the mental gonna be there for that particular fight on that particular level. You know what I'm saying? Crawford already did it, so he's the more experienced guy on that level, you know. So I think, and he don't need time to actually fight him. He just need to be in situations to build up to that situation.
Right, right. I'm definitely leaning towards Crawford because of the experience. I think experience matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw something else at y'all. I'm gonna throw 130-pounder at y'all. Chris Colbert.
I'm not familiar.
I mean, neither. You done lost me right there. That's how bad I don't know him.
I'm not familiar.
He should be on my radar somewhere.
Chris Colbert, the 130-pounder that fought last weekend with the red coloring in his head. He looked like
Shorty from Brooklyn, the one that stays Cuban. All right, he cool. He all right. You know, I've been watching youngin from the amateurs and stuff. It's nothing changed. That's stand out. What I like about him, he got that swag about him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But his fight don't give me that. His fight don't give me the swag that who he truly is. He's not giving me that. So that's why I didn't like when you said Chris Colbert. I know youngin, but again, he's not impressing me like I know he can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's not. It's not. Like I said, I was saying this about Wilder. He changed coaches. It's just saying what he's learning happens in the ring. You with me?
Right.
That's what I'm not getting out of Colbert. I'm not saying that the swag that I know he got. I'm not saying it when it comes fight night.
Interesting.
All right, brother Landon, you might know about these a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think? I'm gonna throw the names out there. Y'all can do what y'all want with them. The Charlo brothers.
Oh man, love him.
Oh yeah,
The youngest one. I was watching his All Access. That's my dude. He got that that. I'm looking for that fighter to just sit there and say to you, "Fuck you." He's one of them. I just keep it real. They don't care. Everybody thinks he's crazy, but that's just his man. That's just his meaning. You know, that's just his meaning. Tank got the same meaning, but he just quiet with this. But when he get in the ring, man, they put on work. But this fight he got coming up, man, I can't wait to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Who he got next?
He got this Italian dude. Dude been around, and I like what the Charlo brother coach said. He said he's a door. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna try to be there for it. Like, you ain't gonna outdo me. So that's gonna be a real interesting fight. And you gotta look at the last Charlo fight was an interesting fight, man. That was a great fight too.
Yeah, that was.
That was a great fight.
He really didn't impress me in that last.
The dude was awkward. You don't know him from out of Alabama E. Man, that dude had some sneaky ass shit. He was right-handed one minute and the other minute. Man, he wasn't a traditional dude like Terrence Crawford switching. This joker was awkward. It's all outdoors, man.
This is how you become great.
Yeah.
You got the job done. You got to figure it out, and you got to figure it out on the fly. That's Coach Kenny calling.
It
you
is?
You got to figure it out on the fly.
Right.
You got to figure it out on the fly, man. Simple as that. You got to make that adjustment. If you see old boy awkward like he doing, it's either up to your corner. This where Coach Calvin and them get underestimated at.
All the time. The time.
When Tank comes back to the corner, they put the mic in the corner. And you heard Calvin say, okay, we got that out of the way. Now he's leaning in, his left hand's down. You need to set up that over the top hook is there. Don't risk getting hit. Don't risk getting hit doing it. But he said, you'll know when the right time to throw it. Touch his body a little bit more. Work your defense. But we good. We good.
Yeah.
See, I'm paying attention.
Yeah, you definitely is. You definitely is.
So when you say old boy is off with, you know what I mean? When you say old boy is off with, I think his corner should have told him a little bit more, set some body shots up.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was doing it. But I watched Charlo, man. He was doing everything. He almost had him out of there. That dude was a tough cookie, man. He was a tough cookie, man.
Yeah, he was. I mean, but see, once again, when you calling out guys, you know, when you calling people up, when you calling out a Canelo Alvarez, you got to show me something.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna keep this real from a trainer and watching my fighters. Jokers get up for certain fights when they know they got to fight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of times that fight gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know you standing in front of a stick of dynamite and you got to handle it with care. You know?
Yeah. Hey, brother Landon, I'm gonna throw this name at Javante Tank Day.
Legend in the making. Legend in the making. And deceivingly smarter than people give him credit for in the ring. That's the one thing I noticed about that last fight, is how he is very observant in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
He's looking at weaknesses. He's saying, okay, he's getting his range, and he's figuring out almost like a chess game.
No, it's like a computer. It's like a computer. We taking in all the data we can take in, and then we go from there. We go from there. You hitting it right on the nose, Landon.
Yeah, man, like he's smart.
Yeah, me. The only person gonna beat Tank is Tank.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying, y'all?
Facts.
The only person gonna beat Tank is Tank. I've been telling them that since the age of 8. You know what I'm saying? The kid, man, how would I sit there and say he have a mission to do. He just don't understand his mission yet. Once he come into full understanding his mission, the sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I sit back and reflect on everything that we doing, man. Again, it's not my work, this God work. You remember the kid Omar, when he used to come around and film us, Steve?
Yeah.
Man, he sit there and say, man, I got footage of you saying certain things, man, when Tank was little. This what y'all was gonna do.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Go back and look at all them old DVDs he used to go around and selling this stuff, man. A lot of that stuff was said like 10, 15 years ago before Tank even got where he was at.
Now, see, that's a lot of stuff we need to get hold of.
No, I got it.
You know what I mean? We need to show them what hard work really is about.
That's real talk, man. That's real talk.
Right.
Hey, brother Landon, don't you got something you don't you got to show and tell piece?
I actually do. So I found this on the ESPN site, and it's boxing's mid-year awards. And I'm glad Coach Calvin is here too, because I want to get y'all agree or disagree with some of the stuff they're saying here. All right, it's a few things. They said best male fighter, Canelo Alvarez. Agree or disagree?
I would say the best male fighter, you know, because there's a lot of good fighters out there. But right now, since Floyd is not in the picture, he was the only one. See, you got Pacquiao for Floyd too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't know how they measuring that, but you know, I had to see their solution on what made them came to that, saying Canelo was the best male fighter out there. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at he's the best because he fought Floyd. Floyd 50-0 went out in this era being a man, and the only one that fought him was Canelo. But then Pacquiao did the same thing, and he's still fighting too. So you know, that's my opinion.
They mostly are focusing on like the half of this year, what they've shown this year. I don't think they're going with past performances just like this year.
what was the question again? What was the statement or question again?
They referred to Canelo in this mid-year awards, just 2021, as the best male fighter. What you think about that, Coach Squeeze?
No, I'm going with Javante Tank Day.
That's why
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Not because
for 2021. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Look,
Looking at when you said that.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Tank is a hell of a boxer. He can box. I'm looking at his skill set. I'm looking at adjustments he make in the ring. I'm looking at his toughness. I'm looking at no matter who you put in front of him, he demolishing them. Canelo is too, but I'm just loving what this kid doing, man. And as a boxing fight fan and been in the ring myself, the stuff that I grew up watching Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard,
same.
Marvin Hagler.
Absolutely.
I grew up watching all these different guys, man. Tank, man, is special. I gotta go with Tank.
No, I go with him too because he fought Santa Cruz, impressive knockout of the year.
Right.
And then he came back and fought Barrios 140.
Right.
So yeah, hands down, I would give him that.
Absolutely.
And that's I'm going on stacks.
Yeah. We got Coach Kenny in the house, the Limp Ball Swami.
What's up?
All right.
I broke my other phone. That's why I ain't tuned in. I'm tuning in late.
Okay.
Now you good? You here now? You here now?
This the four horsemen right here.
What's up, Calvin?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Ain't nothing. Cooling.
Man, you see what I'm doing? I'm cooling too.
That's all we can do. You know.
That's all we can do, man.
Man at the beach.
Ask Coach Kenny that.
Okay. So what we going through a list, and I'm asking if you agree or disagree with some of these things. So on ESPN, this is the mid-year awards, just about what they did this year in 2021. They've named Canelo Alvarez best male fighter. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree, man.
So you with us? You with us?
Yeah, Tank is what they pay for pay-per-view for. You know what I mean? Look,
look at that. That's another stat.
It's guaranteed to happen. You know, Canelo want to go the distance here and there, but Tank, they paying to see something big happen. They get their money's worth.
Yeah, it's a fact. I'm glad you brought that up, Coach Kenny. All right, so the next one, best female fighter, Clarissa Shields. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I agree.
Absolutely.
She just did something freakish. She won her first MMA fight that was actually an MMA fight.
Right.
She finished her.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Amazing. The next one, best fight. Now, let me let you all know this list is 9 days old. All right, so bear that in mind. The best fight: Roman Gonzalez versus Juan Francesco Estrada 2. Agree or disagree?
I didn't see that fight.
Me neither.
I didn't either. What about you, Coach Wiz?
I can't expand on that. Seen bits and pieces, but I never really paid attention to it.
When did that fight? While we was in camp?
I think it was in March.
I missed it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I'm gonna go watch it. Me too. I'm gonna go watch it myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
You know what they say when they put you on the cover of Madden magazine? That's a curse.
Yeah.
Well, the boxing curse is when they say you pound for pound. Roman got Chocolatito Gonzalez. Max Kellerman was raving that he was pound for pound. He got the shit beat out of him. Triple G, Max Kellerman was raving that he was pound for pound. Canelo smoked him. Lemon Chinko, they said he was pound for pound. he lost to Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
That cover, man.
You know, for me, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like the pound for pound conversation because you sound like you weighing meat at the food market.
It's favoritism, man. Hey, y'all know JoJo Diaz beat Fortuna.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday. I think it was.
Yeah. So Coach Kenny, you saying Fortuna ain't get the cocoa bottom?
No, man. And then JoJo Diaz called out Tank.
Did he?
He don't understand. We've been wanting that fight for whenever he was in the amateur. That's how Tank didn't get a chance to go to the amateur because JoJo Diaz had that spot at that weight class.
After watching, he don't stand the chance, man. He don't have no
man, he just want to get paid, man.
That's what it is. That's
he
what it
is. Get paid. You know, I mean, I look at fights as fights. You get what I'm saying? You know, It is what it is. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He got to win, so he called out Tank. He know that's a good payday. I got it.
Yeah.
You know,
he can't do nothing with Tank watching him. Oh man.
Well, you know, we in the check cashing business. We ain't going back.
Man, I do with Floyd. Floyd said it all the time. Him and Al said it all the time. We do what we do. They do what they do. We'll meet up in the middle. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Only person that did had a chance to talk his way into a fight, two people, was Tevin Farmer. He blew it, outpriced himself.
Yeah,
that's on top of the world right, man. Then I don't know what's going on with Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia. I don't know what's going on with them.
Got a chance, but they don't have a chance anymore.
Hey Kenny, every time I go back and look at that tape, I'm like, then he goes sit on the chair like saying to himself, "What the fuck I meant to say?"
He know he made a mistake.
Yeah, you know, I don't like making fun of him and whatnot. When he sit there and say he went in depression, that day when he said that at Mike Tyson podcast, that's the day he went into depression.
Right.
Yo, because he was capping. That's what happened when you capping.
He was getting closer. He knew reality was getting closer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually could name 530 pounders. Put them in front of Mario Barrios, and Mario Barrios will walk them down and get them out of there.
Agreed.
That's some real talk, man. That's some real talk.
Agreed.
That's just like Tank fought my man that he won his first fight from, and he's still winning. What's his name?
The one he won the belt.
Yeah, Pedraza.
Yeah, he lost the long go. Then he been winning ever since.
He been winning ever since.
He gonna get another strap though. He fight, man.
No, he got a strap. I think he won a strap.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think he did too.
I think he won a strap.
Yeah, he definitely can fight.
Oh, so you know when I'm seeing guys really fighting guys that Tank fought, you get what I'm saying? You know, because they trying to do the same thing, you know, trying to fight the same guys Tank fought and whatnot, you know.
Right.
And then on Bob Earn and themselves, top ranking them, and Golden Boy, you know, they got their own guys that they fight and whatnot. You get what I'm saying?
They want to fight them after Tank.
Yeah. No, I'm just sitting up there saying people don't understand boxing. Like the words of Roger Mayweather, they don't know shit about boxing. It's business, man. You know what I'm saying? To make them fights with somebody across the street is hard to do because you got to remember they got to take care of business.
Yeah.
And those guys are, you know, they giving Floyd flat because he made a comment. He's going to be fighting only guys in their circle.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay,
they don't say that when they're doing the same thing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying with Floyd, you know, the Prince of Boxing, when he say it, you get what I'm saying? Everybody else, oh, he shouldn't be saying that. They should be able, if they could come together. Everybody want to be on the A side. My thing is, this is what they should do. They want them fights winner take all. Only thing we paying for is the camp.
How about that?
Take all. You put your purse up, I put my purse up. You beat me that night, you win everything, but you pay for my camp.
We don't fight for free. We don't, because they don't believe in themselves. We said that.
It ain't no such thing as A or B side.
Right.
Because now it's about that loot. Who want that money? Who gonna stand up? You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Well, how many champions Coach Kenny, aka the Swami, aka Showtime? How many fighters that have belts and ain't pay-per-view yet?
Ooh.
I can't count them.
You just hit somebody in the mouth with that one.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I can't count them all.
I know one name.
What
it
name
ain't
is that,
taking
Coach?
5 years. It ain't taking 5 years. Javante Tank
Davis. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
See, we blessed because the world out there don't know what really went in to making this kid the way he is. This kid was born a fight. Coach Calvin and Kenny just honed his skill.
They sculpted it, right?
They gave him an alleyway to go up and try to keep him from going out of the alley.
Right.
But they seen the potential in this kid. Kenny said all the time, aka the Swami, aka Showtime. Tank a different breed.
Different breed.
Y'all just gotta tell people, Young had been around me when I first came home. And nobody can't even get, Mac was around us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Kenny was around, but when Tank was with me, Tank was with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's stuff that Tank seen that I was going through, fighting my demons. You know what I'm saying? And he learned a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And when he sit back and reflect on certain things, he said, yo, I remember that. You get what I'm saying? So when we went on them roads, it was just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, he understood, like, yo, we got to win because everybody watching us from out the city.
Right.
And then when we did shows at home, you seen how people came out and said,
I was there. I saw it. Yeah.
People don't understand when me and Tank was on them roads. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, yo, Tank stay gone all the time because he understood.
He understood.
It's about getting that work in. You know?
Right. Tank was selling out amateur fights, man, like a professional.
Yeah, shucks.
Wow.
I sit back and look, man. How did he get all them 200 and something amateur fights? Everybody asked that question. Who was with him doing that shit?
Million mile pro you was driving.
Yeah, so when I sit back, everybody looking at the stuff that he doing in the pros. You know what I'm saying? He was doing the same thing in the amateurs. I can show you a whole chest full of belts. Yeah, he's doing the same thing.
35, 40 belts.
Yeah, I can show you all his amateur belts. It's a few of them that I ain't got. His mom's got and his uncle got, but like I said, he been winning belts, man. Like it ain't nothing, man.
So, in other words, you saying he been a champion all his life
since day one. It was just had to be cultivated. That's all.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach Kenny, aka the Swami, aka Showtime. Don't get mad at me, but shit. I got him. Calvin, don't get mad neither. I got Tank beating them guys back in the day like your Roberto Duran, your Cesar Chavez, your Meldrick Taylor, your Pernell Whitakers.
Woo! Hey, yo, Squeeze got spicy right there.
I ain't gonna comment on that. Only thing I can say about that Shorty did learn from them guys. You know what I'm saying? Because we did put him in front of them guys to actually study them guys.
Check this out, man. Look, you ain't gonna say it, but I'ma say it because you can't say it.
You already said it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the Tank skill level and what he the whole pack. Them dudes was like one-dimensional. Chavez do a lot of punches. He wasn't gonna make no adjustments in no fight.
Correct you now. Pernell Whitaker wasn't one-dimensional, man. Hell
no, not
That's right. Not Sweet on that one.
Not Sweet Pea. But guess what? I got Tank knocking Sweet Pea ass
out. Spicy. That's what I want to hear.
Yo, I got a trench from that one, yo.
Listen,
for that one.
I want to get him, but he got to work with Sweet Pea now. He got to work with him before he knock him out.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, Duran was known as Hands of Stone too. That would have been a hell.
He was.
Oh my
God.
God.
Punch like Duran.
Yeah.
I don't recommend Duran standing in front of Tank.
But I'm a order for a Tank uppercut, though. Tank will land an uppercut on Durant real easy.
And get him up out of there.
Yeah.
Get him up out of there.
You know he turned 7 years old 2 weeks ago.
Did he?
Durant did, yep.
Wow.
Hey,
man.
Brother Landon, you got any comments? We got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I do got a couple of comments. First of all, let me apologize to the chat. It's been a long time since we had the original squad here. So, and they had a lot to talk about, a lot to say. It's been a pleasure, but I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can before we have to go and do our sponsors. Amir Liggins is in the house. She said, Rolly always talking smack when the team leaves Vegas.
Exactly. He's running his fucking tongue and spit him out.
Let's see. We got Troy Carter Sr. He's commenting on the earlier thing that Squeeze had brought up about these kids getting money and then spending it on jewelry. He says, we can invest in what the chain is made of. Example, gold, platinum, silver, white gold, and then get the jewels. And
there you go. That was good.
That's real good.
He just taught right there. He was just teaching right there.
Yeah. And he says, he asked where to donate to the channel. I already sent him the link.
Thank you.
Sent him the link. Really appreciate you. Of course, my man Senior, aka Coach Cobbs, he's in here. Says, good morning, fellas. Let's go.
What's up, champ?
We got Ro McNeil. He says, salute to the Upton team from the mud of Baltimore to future leaders of the world. Rize Podcast.
That's big.
It's big.
Man, that's big, yeah.
It's big. We got once again afternoon sports slay. Happy Sunday, Rize Podcast. Happy Sunday to you as well.
Happy Sunday, brother.
We got Lumpy Crown 845. He's saying, what's up, fellas?
What's going on, champ?
Troy Carter again. Salute to y'all, men. This Sunday service is fire.
Late, man. I missed.
Oh man. Who else we got? I'm trying to skim through them to get as many as I can. Different people. Michael Garner. He says that. I'll go to Ashley. Ashley said Ashley Corner is saying Tank is doing things that Canelo is not doing at Gervonta Davis' age. Facts. Tank doing big things at 26 years old. Facts. Michael Garner says we knew what Canelo outcome was going to be. Tank fight had people asking questions about if his power was going to carry and how he was going to handle fighting a bigger fighter. All those questions were answered.
Michael Garner, I hear that name every Sunday.
He always hit.
Yeah, he always hit. That's good.
He always hit. And of course he's right. Not only did he carry it to a higher weight class, but he carried it in the later rounds. Where you see that at? It's easy to knock somebody out in the early rounds, right? But you get them later rounds, you exhausted, you've been through the paces, and he still had the knockout power. Still had the knockout power.
Man.
Just saying. Let me go down a little bit more. Ashley Corner says again, nobody would stand in front of Tank unless you 40 pounds heavier.
Still got to get in front of him.
Facts. And Illmatic 2877, I think I'm going to end with this one. Illmatic 2877 says, salute. Tank was Barrios A+ boxing and coaching. So yeah, that's all we got kind of time for now. We got like a little under a minute left. You might want to hit them sponsors.
Let me plug this. Come on down at 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Upton Boxing Center. We have a PV class from 5 to 8 years old. From 8 years old to 16-year-old is free. We have adult classes from 17 on up. Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to all our volunteer coaches. You know who you are, Miss Nikki. We appreciate what you're doing for the gym. We're gonna keep moving forward. We're gonna keep utilizing the resources that you give us. And I'd like to thank Coach Calvin, Coach of the Year.
Yes,
for
sir.
being on the show today, Coach of the Year, and my other Coach of the Year on the side, the Limball Swami, aka Showtime. I gave him that new nickname the other day.
I was
Let's
in
get out.
yesterday. Somebody called me the Bible.
That I keep telling you, man. Stop trying to change that name, man. That Joker is the Bible. That's my God right there. I told you, me, Jay-Z, and the baby is my preacher. Kenny is the Bible. Bottom line.
All right, y'all.
Can't get no
Let's
better
give
than
a
that.
shout out to GTD, 3-time world champion in 3 different weight divisions. Currently, GTD Promotions,
4-time,
redesigning.
right, Cal?
Huh?
He 4-time champion though, right?
Yeah.
He a 4-time champion, 3-time current.
3-time divisions champion.
Yeah, division champion.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Redesigning minds one at a time. Under Armour and
Box Raw.
Box Raw.
that's another fine episode of the Rize Podcast. Subscribe and like. We do this for you guys. As we always say, peace and hair grease.